ignorance. So we should understand the basic reasons for this environmental problem. And then we have seen that people are today so much crazy. For what? To collect more and more. They cannot satisfy with what they have. They don't want to satisfy with what they have. In this developed society, why we cannot satisfy with what we have? Again, it is also due to our craving. There is no end. Day by day we grow craving. When we grow it, ignorance is always with us. And then, due to these two, we have ill will. That is why Buddha advised us to cultivate metta, karuna, mudita, upekha. These four superior qualities, if we cultivate them, we don't do any harm to the society. And society creates everything. So we should try to make correct ourselves, every individual. If we one by one cultivate metta, karuna, mudita, upeksha, four sublimes, we don't practice any kind of destroy. We don't do any harm to anybody or to anything. Not only metta, altogether these four sublimes we should practice. Means loving kindness, compassion, and then unselfishness, then equanimity. We are very familiar with loving kindness and compassion, and we say we practice them. But we don't discuss about unselfishness. We don't discuss. We have to discuss about that. Why? Everywhere throughout the society today, we can find fully people are with selfish mentality. Very selfish, narrow-minded, think only about himself or herself. Because of that, we can see, though we say that we can practice loving kindness and compassion, we cannot. Because selfish feelings disturb them. And again, we don't cultivate equanimity. No equanimity in the world. We try to divide them into different classes. Those differences, discriminations, due to what? We don't practice equanimity. That is why Buddha emphasized, we Buddhists should, at least, this teaching is not only for Buddhists, for all human beings, but they don't practice. Anyway, we should try ourselves to practice these four qualities, four sublimes together. We should not separate them. Somebody can say, yes, I do meditation on loving kindness. Then we should put one question. Do you practice compassion? Do you practice selfishness? Do you practice equanimity? If they say, no, we don't do them, we only pay our attention to the universal love or loving kindness, then it is not successful. We have to teach them. To have proper result, we should practice these four sublims together. If we cultivate them all, every individual mentally become clean, become very simple, become very comfortable. When we respect them, we practice them. When we practice them, again we respect others. Not only human beings, even animals we respect. And even the trees and plants, birds, so on, we respect. That is what Buddha wanted to see. Thinking thus, Buddha introduced the dispensation of the Buddha. He advised the monks to practice, to cultivate four sublims, and then to tame body, mind and mouth. It means we pollute the environment through mind, body and mouth, mentally, physically and orally. We spoil it. How we spoil it? Mentally. If you cultivate always jealousy, ill will, prejudice, the energy we get into our mind is harmful. With that harmful energy, if you look around the world becomes dirty. So mentally we can pollute the society. Mentally we can pollute the world. We have that kind of power in our mind. So we have to look at the environmental background through that view. And again orally, we can pollute the society if we use ugly words, meaningless words, words with anger. They create pollution. They have that power. Even scientists, they have approved it, accepted it. And again, those who have such kind of mental qualities, when they do some physical actions, those actions also not healthy actions. They are all harmful actions. So, mentally, physically and orally we should be very careful. Every individual. We have to be aware about our actions and depress our craving, ill will, or anger, or ignorance, whatever we have. Then only we can see a kind of blessing to protect the environment. Otherwise we cannot find it. So this is the teaching of the Buddha. That is why